This is for the cordless cellular shade by Dez Furnishings Model 680. The part I found hardest is how these clips work. Basically, pay attention to this. See how this has a curve to it right here? This side doesn't have a curve. Well, that curve goes on the back side of this. They suggest you put each end roughly 3 inches. It's not critical. You could actually put it here or there. Put it about 3 inches. It doesn't have to be perfect by any means. All these clips do is you put this side up under there. In other words, once it's up on the wall, I just needed to know how the clips worked. Once that's there, you push down on this. Hear it snap in. Now, if you want to take your blind down in the future, all you do is you grab a little screwdriver like this. You push up right here. Be careful, that's the fabric, so you can push the screwdriver in too hard. And it snaps right off. So that's how they come off. Now, I deliberately put this black piece of paper up under here. It doesn't come with that to show you this string. Just make sure when you're putting them on, you don't accidentally kind of grab this string and put him on this way. This is just the handle. You put him on after you put in the shade. This right here I want to show here in the middle. My blind is 56 inches long. So when we come here, and half of 56 is 28 inches, but we come to 28 inches was right at the middle. This gets in the way. They don't want you putting these clips on there. So just move it an inch or so this way and snap him down like that. I'm leaving an Amazon affiliate link down below. When you click on that link, Dez Furnishings has videos on their Amazon site that shows you how to install these with more detail. Underneath all this drywall and paint, there's almost always a strip of metal that's around there. It's really thin, but it's just thick enough to where screws like this won't screw through it until there's a hole punched in it with either a drill bit, but I find my drill bits break off on me all the time, so I stopped using those years ago. What I do instead is I take a big thick nail like this and just use the point. We're not driving the whole nail in. That'll make too big of a hole, but you just take the point and drive him in. And you can usually kind of feel it. Drive him in just enough to punch that little hole. Then you'll find your screws will then screw up into there and hold. I find that way better than using drill bits. Once that's done, all you have to do, you get your 3 brackets up. This I like to start in the center, and you just kind of twist down until you hear it snap. Sometimes you'll hear it snap, sometimes you won't. What I find, if you push up on this, some of this fabric sometimes gets pushed up underneath it. So I try to not do that and kind of pull down and then just there's that one. This one, you do the same thing. You just kind of twist him down. Hear him snap in. And then this guy here. Now, once that's done, you have your little handle. Now is when you put him on. So he just goes right here. And once he's snapped on, you can move him back and forth so you don't have to center him as you're putting him on. Then this whole thing will come down. And he comes right back up. I've already done the other side because it won't show up on the camera. But what you do, be careful because sometimes this fabric right here gets up underneath this clip right here. So you want to make sure that you're not going to damage the fabric. Then you just take a screwdriver here, pry this way, and pull this down. Get your screwdriver out. It's the same thing with this middle one. Now remember, to me, you want to use the middle ones last because it's going to want to try to fall down on you. So you just take your screwdriver, put him in here, push him like that, and out he comes. Once that's done, all you have to do is lift him off like that, and that's how you take him down. And just to show you him going back up, I put him in, I twist him this way. I like to do the middle ones first. Remember I mentioned earlier about not pushing up on this? That's part of why the fabric gets up underneath. So to me, you want to kind of make sure that that fabric is cleared whenever you're twisting this back in. So that snaps in. Same thing over here. Make sure you've got that fabric kind of pushed away. And then that one snaps in. And you can't see it, but I'll do the same thing to the third side. And that's how they come in and out. Appropriate Amazon links are down below. This is Ron from Fixing Stuff in Black and White, signing off.